Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something very simple yet very powerful. The people who stayed. In a world where people come and go, where friendships change, careers change, cities change, and circumstances change, there are some people who remain constant. For me, those people have always been my parents and my elder brother. I was born and brought up in a nuclear family in New Delhi. Looking back at my life, I realized that every important chapter has their presence written all over it. When I was a child, I didn't fully understand what support meant. I thought support meant helping someone when they asked for help. But as I grew older, I realized support is often much quieter than that. You know why? Because sometimes support is showing up, support is staying. Support is being present even when there is nothing dramatic happening. So, my parents stayed from school examinations to entrance examinations, from moments of confidence to moments of self doubt. They were always there. I still remember the pressure of school life. Every student knows that feeling, the anxiety before final examinations, the fear of not performing well, the pressure of expectations, the feeling that one exam will decide your entire future. So, like many students, I would sometimes isolate myself during exam periods. I would overthink, I would worry, I would imagine every possible outcome. But my mother always had a way of bringing me back to reality. You know why? Because she constantly reminded me about the strength of education. She taught me that learning is never wasted. She taught me that marks are important, but growth is even more important. Most importantly, she taught me to keep moving forward rather than just thinking about doing something in one particular day. Her words became a source of motivation during some of the most stressful periods of my academic life. And you know what? I used to really feel motivated. Then there was my father. My father had a different way of teaching life lessons. He believed in practical wisdom. So whenever I became trapped in self-doubt, he would reminded me to focus on what truly mattered. He taught me that confidence is built through action. He taught me that no achievement comes without patience. And he taught me that relationships are one of the most valuable investments we can make in life. You know why? Because many of the lessons I carry today come from simple conversations with him. I still remember the day when that particular conversation happened between three of us. But for that, I want to say that conversation that seemed ordinary at that time but became meaningful as I grew older. Then there is my elder brother. Growing up with an elder sibling means having someone who understands your journey from a unique perspective. He witnessed many of the same family moments, school years, celebrations, and challenges. Sometimes support comes through advice, and that's what used to happen. Sometimes it comes through encouragement, and sometimes it simply comes through familiarity. Knowing that someone understands your story can be incredibly comforting. And as I grew older, my dreams evolved. But the presence of these three remained same. I studied different subjects, I explored different careers, I entered journalism. I became a writer. I worked in media. I explored creative fields. I participated in beauty contests. I pursued storytelling also. I won awards. I discovered new versions of myself. But you know what? Through every changing dream, one thing remained constant: my family. They celebrated my victories. They reassured me during uncertainties. And they reminded me that my worth was never dependent on any single achievement. And this was really important for me to understand. Trust me. Life has taught me that many people will enter our lives for specific seasons. And you know what? Teachers guide us, professors mentor us, friends accompany us, colleagues collaborate with us. And each relationship has value. Each relationship teaches us something. And I remain grateful for everyone who has contributed positively to my journey. But you know what? There is a difference between those who visit chapters of your life and those who help write the entire book. So, my parents have been a part of every chapter, every success, every failure, every beginning. Whether I was a history honors graduate with first division or PGDMC student or a master student, every ending, and for that I will always be grateful. And as I think about the future, I also think about another important relationship that I hope to build one day. You know what it is? It is marriage. Growing up, my father often shared a thought with me that he would say that a husband is someone who walks beside you throughout both good times and difficult times. Someone who becomes your partner in everyday life. Someone who witnesses your ordinary days as well as your extraordinary days. So, as I have grown older, I have come to appreciate the significance of that idea. Marriage is not only about celebrations, it is about companionship. It is the most beautiful union between two souls that requires you to choose the best decision. So it is about choosing each other repeatedly through changing circumstances. It is about building a life together. And so while I remain deeply grateful for the people who have stayed with me until now, I also look forward to meeting the person who will share future chapters with me. The future husband I have not met yet. The person whose story will one day become connected with me. With mine. I don't know where he is. I don't know what he is doing today. But I hope he is growing, learning, and preparing for his own journey just as I am. I hope he values kindness. I hope he values family. I hope he understands loyalty. I hope he believes in standing beside the people he loves. Because in the end, that is what staying really means. It means showing up consistently. Not only during celebrations, not only during achievements, but also during challenges, during uncertainty, during ordinary days. The people who stayed taught me some of life's greatest lessons. They taught me resilience. They taught me gratitude. They taught me patience. and they taught me the importance of love expressed through actions. As I reflect on my journey today, I realize something very beautiful. Success is wonderful, achievements are meaningful, awards are exciting. But the greatest blessing is having people who genuinely care about your well being. People who celebrate your happiness. People who support your growth. People who stay. So, to my future husband, wherever you are, I hope life is treating you kindly. I hope you are building your dreams, learning your lessons, and becoming the person you are meant to be. And when our paths finally cross, I hope we become the kind of people who stay. Not only during celebrations, not only during success, but during ordinary mornings, difficult evenings, unexpected detour, and all the seasons that make a life together. You know why? Because in the end, the most beautiful relationships are not built on perfection. So today, I simply want to say thank you to my parents, to my elder brother, to every person who has shown genuine care throughout my journey, and to the future chapters yet to be written. Because no matter how long the story becomes, it is always the people who stay who make the story worth telling. And if you are fortunate enough to have them in your life, never forget to tell them how much they mean to you. Until next time, keep growing, keep believing, and keep making space in your story for the people who choose to stay. Thank you for listening. And I hope that you enjoyed watching this episode of Long Stories and Long Days.